Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another iRacing video, and today we've got a race that I've been looking forward to for quite some time as we kick off the Limit of Adhesion TCR League. So we've done a couple of test races, and I don't know if I've sort of mentioned sort of explicitly or just implied or whatever, but I've actually been the one that set up this league and I'm running it, so it's sort of become my little baby over the last few weeks. So the time has finally come for us to jump into the cars and yeah, start to test our worth against each other. We're a little bit handicapped for this one because we've actually got a professional driver has joined the ranks for this season. So Charles Rainford is a Porsche Cup UK pro driver, and he's jumped in for this series. So we're very much fighting, I would say, for second place against Charles. Yeah, not the best for the rest of us, but it might have just become a championship, sort of a championship race for P2 rather than for the win. But I don't know, fingers crossed maybe at some point Charles will have some real world obligations and won't be able to race, and we'll be able to catch him up a little bit, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, let's see how we get on with him first, but expecting big things from Charles. We had decent pace in the test race, so fingers crossed we can get some results out of this. It's a double race, so let's jump straight into race one. Alright, we are here on the grid for the first race of the TCR season for the Limit of Adhesion. Open quali was a little bit chaotic, so we didn't really get a clean lap in. So we're starting in P6. Alright, here we go then. And we are green, green, green. Nice start off the line. We'll certainly have a bit of that.
Left side, clear on the left.
Clear P3 into turn 1. Now keep it on the road job until the tyres warm up. Lost a second already to Tour ahead, but in practice we were faster than Tour. As long as he's still in the Audi, why does that look like a Hyundai from back here? So we should slowly reel Tour in, I'm hoping, through the course of the race. Soon find out, won't we? And as long as we can keep it on the road, should hopefully be on for a decent result. Tour's already off the road a little bit there. Big drift, and that's with the brake bias forwards. Going to be susceptible down here, not going to fight it too hard.
Car right. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line.
I'll actually get a faster run around the outside there. It's a surprise.
You're on the right.
I imagine maybe James was just quite respectful into that corner, didn't want to make contact. Proper concentrating hours these. Charles isn't absolutely running away, but he's making just those little gains on Tour every lap. About a second window now. Well, I think there's been a schmozzle behind. I didn't realise the big air gap we had behind us until now. Got Greenan chasing us down. Can think of nicer names I'd like behind me. Being hunted by. Oh, that must be an off track. Jesus. think that was probably an off track as well, but it just snowballed into the first one. James O'Reilly's giving James O'Reilly, sorry, is giving Green a run for his money back there. Give Tour the old flash traction. See if we can put him off a little bit. He's found some good pace as Tour compared to that practice session that we did sort of, I think it was middle of last week. He wasn't really happy in the car at the track. He is about a second off the pace, lap on lap, but he's getting it together now. He's doing a good job. Slowly starting to catch up to back markers. I hope this goes down alright. There's been somewhat of a contentious problem around blue flags in the league recently. Last thing we need is another few grains of salt in the wounds of the blue flags issue. So Charles is absolutely gone, so this is probably a fight for P2. I'd like to think, in these cars at least, I've got the pace over Tour, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping he's just cooking his tyres far too much too soon. I mean, we're only 5 minutes into a 20-minute race, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, toys out of the pram, I'm hoping. Don't mind cooking them with like 18 minutes into 20-minute race or something, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, it wasn't an intended move, but it's a move all the same. The radar was giving us absolutely none of it, again. And that's since I updated Race Labs. That Audi power down the straight. Okay, where's the radar at? Let's park on the apex.
Clear. Left side. Clear on the left.
He might get me down the straight here, to be fair. We'll see. Now, last time Tour was this close behind me, he absolutely murdered me.
Still there, hold your line. Clear. Car on your left.
Same corner. I think the Hyundai can just take that bump so much better. Look at the time we're losing. James O'Reilly catching us up behind here. It'd have been wiser to have pushed me down the straight there. Slowly been gaining them the whole race, but I'm sure I'll fight for it like life's depending. I'd still like to think it's only a matter of time. We're not even halfway through yet. Drop back a little bit, just letting everything sort of cool down a little bit, just trying to take it easy. Regroup and we'll go again. Like I say, I never actually intended making the pass in the first place, we just got such a better run through that chicane. James O'Reilly is now back within a second.
Go
Oh dear, oh dear. That's not the way I wanted it to happen. That was very unfortunate. I don't know who that was. The back marker I didn't see in time. Alright, James behind us then. Let's see what we can do. Trading some fast laps. Spoke too soon about the blue flags. They did, in fact, in the very first race, become an issue. I mean, it wasn't intentional, of course. The back marker just lost it on the gravel and then kind of spun into the middle of the road, but it's just car contacts from leaders to back markers you never want to see. Saw Jules had dropped down the order, Gavin Kelly. Don't know what's happened to his race. Try and break some slipstream from James. I don't want to be towing him along for the entire race. I want to try and gap him a little bit. Give Dylan early notice that we're here. Ooh, I never went to second that time. I thought it would carry in third, but it seemed to bog down quite a bit. Thank you, Dylan. Absolute saint.
Clear on the right.
Just trying to drive like absolute Miss Daisy into the corners and just maximise those exits every time. It's not working though. Here he comes. Is that a Civic? No, it's another Elantra.
Right side. Stay on the left. Still there, hold your line.
That wide line's ridiculous around there. There's no way that should be faster, right? Three Hyundais at the front then, because that's what Charles is driving as well. This poor Hyundai. Getting a little bit too much rear slide and move the brake bias forwards again a little bit actually. Instantly get the worst understeer under braking. I really hope Charles isn't doing the full season, otherwise this will just be an absolute runaway fest from him. Jumped out of his real life Porsche Cup. Come to bully us in a TCR instead. Well, I'm not dropping James. He made the move and didn't make it stick, but I'm still not pulling away from him. I mean, pace isn't bad, low 52s every time, but I guess the slipstream's probably just pulling him along as well, isn't it? Gained a little bit on him through there. I need to keep that up now. And tyres are nice and hot, so they should be able to put up with being thrown around a little bit more. Jason has left the building. It's unfortunate. Wonder what the story is there. About 5 minutes to go when we get to the line. It's keeping us honest is James. Nice to be battling for P1 in the not Charles Rainford class. West Tour managed to get to up to 6th. So unfortunate what happened with the back marker there. So disappointing when things like that happen, but sadly it's just a part of kind of these smaller tracks, big grids. Drop James outside a second and a half now, which is nice. And then we'll go and do that. Jake is absolutely one of my favourite people to be coming up to lap. Solid. I want to say solid head on his shoulders. I just feel that sounds really patronising, but like that, you know, he knows where to put his car. Like if I'd have been there, he'd have left it open for me, and now he's going to pull across. It'll lift off. We'll say, Jake, you're a hero, thank you.
Clear on the right.
Couldn't think of someone I'd rather come up behind in this situation than him or Jason, to be fair, both weavers. Coming up behind Will. Surprising to see Will down here. Make James chase my slipstream a little bit if he wants to try and catch again. Back inside a second. This is hectic. Feeling fairly comfortable and confident about where we're at right now, but yeah, it's you can't take the foot off the gas for a single second. Can't put a single wheel wrong, else they're right back on you again. I think that's probably the only part of the track I'm a little bit faster than James, just over that kind of uphill chicane. Charles' fastest lap of 51.6. Maniac.
That car is a lap down.
Still no white flag. Fine behind Will for now, he's not holding us up. Pink Halford's car, like it. Got a nice toe from him down here, in fact. Didn't catch him this lap as much as I thought I was going to do. Oh, he's braking very early though. Does a nice job though, cheers Will.
Clear on the right.
Still no white flag. Must be 2 to go at this point, surely. Oh, Marin having a mare. My wizarding teammate, Chris Forrester, leaves the building. Well, it certainly helped clear the track for us a little bit. Car going into pits as well. Still no white flag. Are you serious? What's going on?
You got a slow car on the right.
That's not a message you want to hear. Yeah, I wonder what the story of Merrin's race is then, because we're not catching him. He's, he's still got pace in the car. Maybe had a bump, needed fast repair, and then on a bit of a recovery drive maybe. He's a lap down even on Graham ahead of him, to be fair.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left. You just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go. Car on your left, clear.
Ah, that was scary. I ended up almost sliding into him there. Sorry, Merrin. That'll make a nice thumbnail though, the two Wizards cars side by side. So, white flag.
That car is a lap down. Car right. Clear.
Got lucky there. That was very heads-up driving. I'd have been really held up if I'd have had to sit behind there. Thanks, Gareth. It was Gareth. I wasn't sure if it was or not. Gotta say, the blue flags, the lappers, have done absolutely what they could. In my experience, at least. Obviously, we know we saw Tour get taken out, but the ones that I've come up behind have just been absolutely spot on. It's always going to be a high pressure kind of situation for them. It's a very tight, very small track, a lot of cars. We'll take P2, race 1, losing to a Porsche Cup Pro. Oh, happy days. Nice job, Charles. Great first race in the LOA, isn't it? Nice job. P2, that'll count as a win. I don't even know where he is. He's halfway around the lap, for God's sake. Nice racing, James. That was enjoyable. That was very enjoyable. Frantic, fraught, and fun. Alright, not a bad start to the little championship here. As expected, Charles just ran away with it at the front there. But going into it, we've got a reverse grid, and the grid sort of number that was drawn to reverse from was P12. So we've got the grid can be reversed from P6 to P12, and whichever number gets reversed, to say number 7 was drawn. The grid for race 2 would be sort of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if your number from the first race is below, or sort of you were further back in the grid than the number that was drawn, you're just going to keep your position. So basically, number 12 is the most extreme reverse grid that we could have had, and that's what got drawn. So we're starting P11 for this one, with Charles just behind us in P12, and yeah, we've got some positions to make up, so let's jump on in again, see how we get on in race 2. So here we go, on the grid for race 2 of round 1, the TCR Limit of Adhesion League. P2 in the first one. Reverse grid put P12 onto pole, so we're starting 11th. Charles, the winner from last race, is just behind us in P12. Pray for us, that's all we can do. Oh yeah, track temp's a lot hotter this time. Here we go then.
Green, green, green.
Alright, decent launch. Yet again, gonna have to lift though, try and be wise.
Right side, clear, car right. Still there.
Kind of been hung out here. Charles sent it in very deep.
You're on the left, 3 wide. Car right,
There's
2 wide.
some
Go
kindick
right.
contact.
Clear on the right side. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Oh, there's a car around in front, it's Patrick's gone round. There is a lot going on. Charles trying to make a big charge through the field. I'd expect nothing less from him, to be fair. And Thomas, our old sparring partner from the test race, chucking it up the inside of Charles there. Feels like this is going to get messy very quick.
Alright, you're in the top 10. Looking good.
We'll
Clear.
consider ourselves not a part of that equation for now. Got Ettridge behind us sniffing around though, we need to be careful.
Alright. Clear.
Just need that culvert alongside.
Left side.
There it is.
Clear. Car on your left.
We do still need to make an apex dome though.
Clear.
Alright, now we need to run. Greenan's just lost a lot of positions, I don't know what happened there.
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
Thankfully Thomas did decide better than to pursue that one. I thought he was going to try and send us side by side through the right hander. Bit of a touch from Charles.
Clear on the right.
Don't know whether Charles is going to fry his stuff or not. Like that, I'm sure he'll be very used to managing tyres. Again, my only hope is that he doesn't know that the TCRs in iRacing cook the tyres. I don't really know. I just got to pray for everything I can that we manage to hold onto the back of him, really. I had two wheels on the grass, then I had to get out of the brake. That was very scary. I think all in all I did a decent job to avoid a crash there because I had two wheels on the grass going into the braking zone. If I'd have gone for the brake, I'd have killed me and Steve. Whoa, puts a big block in.
Clear. Car right. Clear on the
See if we
right.
can send him
Right
deep.
side. Slow car ahead. Clear on the right. Car on your left. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Left side. 2 wide.
Alright.
Keep to the right. Still there. You're in 5th. Good job. Settle in and get a rhythm. Still there. Hold your line. Keep to the right. Clear.
Alright. That was very tense. Bit of Rubbins racing, but he absolutely chucked a massive block in the lap before and he's off the road again now. I can absolutely imagine him sitting there cackling away as we went door banging there. Loves a bit of wheel to wheel to Steve. Just hope I was clean enough through that. He didn't do too bad running off the road there. He still kept a decent position. Up to P4.
4th position.
Chasing Tour and Sam. Need to remember that despite all the battling, there is still a long way to go in this race. Made a little brake bias adjustment there and instantly the back end was like, nope, we're having none of that. I'll put it forward again then. Tour a little bit of a stopper in the bottle at the front at the minute. Charles already jumped onto the back of him. Got a 3-car centipede at the front. I think fortunately Thomas has kind of got his hands full of greening for now. The Audi's not ideal around this track, so they are a little bit slower. Thomas around Hockenheim especially was just so fast. I was doing well just to keep up with him, so got to take any results we can get over the Audis as we can get them, you know. Charles up the inside of Sam. Door banging on exit. And Charlie Langridge has got past Greening. Sam has now relinquished the position to Charles. Looks for a switchback. We're almost on the back of the draft now. Bit of an island right now. Coming up on our first lappers. That's a bad time for Charles to catch him. Oh no, it's going to end up being a bad time for us to catch him. Need to be patient.
Right side.
Alright, could have been worse.
Clear.
Wasn't ideal for us, but it could have been worse. Did just lose about half a second to the guys ahead. I think we lost half a second to the guys behind as well, but still lots of time to catch it back up. These guys fighting pretty hard, slowing each other down. Thomas behind has caught Chris at such a better time on the main straight. If we can bag onto the podium in this one, I'll be very satisfied, to be honest. I don't mind which one of them it is that I get past. If I can get a podium, yeah, I'll be laughing. Yeah, traffic giveth, traffic taketh away. It will all work itself out. Sam looks like he's overdriving a little bit, cooking his stuff. Not got in the 51s yet for our lap times, but I feel like it's coming. Track temp is hotter, of course, though. Charles side by side with Tour. Tour holds on for now. It's an absolute predator, is Charles. Smells blood, he's going to go and take it. Craig says about 13 laps to go, we'll take that. That's loads of time. What was it, 23 lap race? I think the first one, 23 or 24. Do have a long time as Charles does get the move done on Tour. I think Sam has to be my target. I'll take the off track because it gives us a massive run. Sam's off the road, he'll be slow. Sam's almost off the road again. They'll be feeling it. Definitely be feeling it. They'll be feeling my bumper soon as well. Jake jumps into pits. Don't know if that was just to get out of our way or because he needs a repair. Pace is still alright, the guys behind aren't catching, so that's fine. I can afford to be patient with these guys.
Car on your left.
Sniffed a nose at Sam, it was enough to put him off.
Keep to the right.
He gets a better run around the outside though. See if he chucks a mega block or not.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
We know that outside lines are way faster for whatever reason. Just carry the momentum better, I guess, especially in this front wheel drive. Whoa, Sam braked a lot for that corner there. Skating it in on the rear brakes.
Car on your left. Car stop on the left. Still there.
Sam
Clear on the left.
crashes into us.
Go right. You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
He should have yielded there, in my opinion. We'll have to watch it back. Only a 0x, but the slowdown hurt, and the time that we just lost hurt. It'll probably just be judged a racing incident because we were side by side, but I feel like he was recovering from a mistake. That was my right away there at that point, I think. It's all good though, we're still alive. If we can do it on the road, that'll still be nicer. Everything's hot now though. Very lucky not to get a slowdown there. Thomas behind, closing back up to a 1.5 seconds. We know we can't bump draft these things anymore.
Car right. Clear. Car stop
Just try and
ahead.
put him offline a little bit, you know.
Car stopped ahead. Go right. That car is a lap down. Car on your left. Still there. Clear on the left.
Alright, he's got a better run.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Send him purposely wide a little bit so he doesn't get that outside run around. Try and feed him backwards into Thomas a little bit. I'm hoping we'll pull away now. We'll see. Lost a lot of time to tour though.
You got it. Slow car on the right.
That's not where you make a move into a yellow flag. Give Manuel the flash so he knows we're there. It's moved over but not particularly lifting. There we go. Thanks, Manuel. Alright, I think that's seen Sam's challenge off. He's very much in the cockpit now. He's got them all scrapping around him. 5 seconds to tour. Why did my FOV just suddenly update? That was weird. We don't have that button mapped to anything. That was a very weird little stutter glitch. Is somebody hacking me? I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna keep munching that off track there because it gains a lot of time in the lap. And yeah, there's a slowdown if you take too much, but I think risk is worth the reward. Catching tour pretty fast this lap. Got Dylan coming out the pits, did we? Or am I just reading my relative wrong? Maybe that was just Tur that moved across in the pit exit for the line. about 5 laps left of the race-ish. Tour's starting to pull away again. See, that's what happens when I don't butcher the sausage. I just end up running wide anyway. Still get the off track. Starting to get in my own head now about not taking too much of it and getting a slowdown. And as a result, I'm taking absolutely none of it. Traffic was kind to Tour there. He got hit it, fortunately. Fronts are a bit cooked now, to be honest. I think I've taken a bit too much out. That fight with Sam really cost me. It's going to be close at the line if we can catch him or not. I think where we catch Dylan is going to end up being a massive factor here potentially. So far, like, it doesn't need to pull over. We're not really anywhere near him, but it's just if we catch him through the tight twisties. So far so good, we're only getting a toe from him right now, which is nice. That was perfect, that was literally perfect for us. I need to not get white flagged this lap, I need at least 2 more. Thank you, Dylan. Hero.
That car is a lap down.
Gary Richards from the pole position. Come on, let's go as well, Gary. Don't break up the fight. That wasn't the way to do it. That wasn't the way to do it at all. I'll get penalised for that. I'll get a penalty for that.
White flag, stay smooth.
Alright, 1 lap to pressure Tour. Do we send it from 8/10 back, just for the laugh?
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Oh, I thought he'd missed his braking point then. Well, we'll be getting a drive-through next race, but a P2 and a P3 is not bad at all.
Chicken flag.
Good little start to the season was that.
Good job.
Really fun little start to the season. Alright, that was a super fun battle through the field there, and another decent result there at the end, so we'll take that for round 1. We'll definitely take that. Obviously Charles is just running away with the championship there at the front with a double win. couple of fastest lap points, I think, and some pole points in there as well to really give him the edge. But at least we weren't, at least we weren't at the back of the grid or anything like that. So it's a good building block for the rest of the season, I reckon. So why do I keep repeating words? What am I saying? Engage brain. But yeah, that's going to be everything for this one. This is a weekly series, so there's going to be lots of these TCR races popping up and live streaming them as well. So Wednesday night at 9 o'clock UK time, GMT. Head over to Twitch, the link is in the description below, and we're also doing broadcast races of these that are released sort of a little bit after the race. So as soon as that's done, I will drop the link in the description below. That might be done sort of the same day as what this video comes out, I'm not sure just yet. But yeah, that's everything for this one. So if you did enjoy it, you know the drill, give it a big thumbs up, drop us a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and you've not done that already. Other than that, take it easy, look after yourself. I'll catch you in the next one.